Hey home cooks, welcome to the first ever episode of Gregcipes. I'm Greg and I'm going to be sharing with you a recipe. Today we're going to be cooking some pasta alla carbonara.
For this recipe you'll need spaghetti, a half cup of chopped pork jowl bacon, 4 eggs, a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese, a quarter cup of PECORINO Romano cheese, a third tablespoon of pepper, and some salt.
One of the defining features of pasta alla carbonara is the cheesy, creamy egg sauce.
So first we're going to crack all the eggs into a bowl. And try not to get any of the shells in there. Oh geez.
So these are two very similar cheeses. I'm going to use both of them, but if you want to only use one, I would go with the Pecorino Romano. It's a little bit more traditional, but I'm going to put both of them in.
Next we're going to add the pepper. You don't need any salt because the cheese and the pork are salty enough. Then you just whisk it all together. And we're just going to set it aside for now. Next we're going to cook the pasta, so we're going to generously salt a pot of boiling water. We're going to go ahead and put the pasta in and keep on turning it and folding it until it's completely submerged under the boiling water. And dry pasta is actually better for this recipe because it holds up better to the sauce that we're going to use. To keep the pasta from boiling over, just stir it occasionally. After putting the pasta in, we're going to drop the pork in a hot, dry pan to render out the fat.
The only difference between guanciale and this pork jowl bacon is that this bacon is smoked and guanciale is not, but both are cured. Another difference is that guanciale is very difficult to find, and I bought this jowl bacon at Walmart. And you can already see the fat just coming all out of all these chunks of meat and gathering in the pan. And once this is, all the fat is rendered, you don't want this to be very crispy, you just want the fat to come out of it. So once we get enough fat out of it, we're going to turn the heat off and wait for the pasta to cook. So you want to cook the pasta until it's al dente. Al dente literally means on the tooth. And it's kind of up to your interpretation exactly what al dente is. But generally it just means you want the pasta to have a bite or just be a little bit hard, and you want to finish cooking the pasta in the pan with the sauce. So this pasta, the way you test that is just take a strand of pasta out and bite it. And this pasta is ready. So I'm going to turn this pan back on. Turn to about medium. Turn this off. Take the pasta straight from here and put it into this pan. With a little bit of the pasta water as well. That'll help thicken the sauce a little bit and also help it stick to the pasta. We're just gonna mix this around and toss it in with the guanciale. So you want the pasta heated through, because before we add that sauce we made earlier, we're gonna take it off the heat again. And the residual heat of the pasta and the pork is gonna thicken the sauce and make it all stick together. Alright. So now we have our egg and cheese sauce here. We're going to turn the heat off. And as we pour this over, we're going to want to mix it very vigorously. So we don't scramble the eggs. Cheese and the egg are going to cook and melt and pull everything together. Now all that's left to do is serve it up. There you have it, pasta alla carbonara. I hope you make it for yourself and enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe for a new Gregcipe every Tuesday. Today we're going to be cooking some I can do it. Remember to... Can't say subscribe.